Alright, this is a quick video on how to choose which Pokemon are the best to evolve. Obviously, it's really simple. Go to your Pokemon. You'll notice when you look at your Pokemon, there's this rainbow-shaped arch thing behind them. That's your CP gauge. That shows you how strong this Pokemon is compared to how strong it could possibly be. The very bottom of the CP gauge is it is 10. That's the lowest that a Pokemon can be. So this Rattata is the weakest that it could possibly be. It's a 10. As opposed to this Pidgeot being really far over on the right. Almost as strong as it could possibly be. It could possibly be around 900 CP. So I'm going to show you if you pick a Pokemon that has crappy CP, like this Rattata, then it will evolve and still have crappy CP. But the maximum capacity for CP that it could have will go up. But as you'll see, this Rattata, when it evolves, is going to stay weak, even though I evolved it. As opposed to this Eevee, which is almost all the way over, I'm going to evolve, and it's going to be still almost all the way over. So let's do that real quick. Let's try with the Rattata. Evolve. Remember, it's at 10 CP, and we'll see what it goes up to when I evolve it, if it moves at all. In theory, it should stay at 10, but we'll find out if I'm right or not on that. Okay, so it's still at the bottom, it's at 18. Now, if we take this Eevee and we evolve it, I'm going to name it first. I'm going to make it into another Vaporeon, so we'll do Rainer, we'll do capital R, there we go. Okay, done. Okay, and then we'll evolve it into a Vaporeon. It's 461 CP. Well, it skipped the animation because of bad signal, but as you can see, the Vaporeon did evolve, or the Eevee did evolve into a Vaporeon, and it is much higher CP than my old one. Because you notice it started out at like the 95 percentile, and it's still at the 95 percentile. Because when you evolve Pokemon, the progress that they have on the CP gauge stays the same. It carries over. So you want to find a Pokemon with really high CP so that you can evolve a Pokemon with really high CP. This one had high CP when I evolved it, but since I've leveled up my trainer since then, the cap on his CP has gone up too. So he's lost progress. So you want to, instead of powering up your Pokemon and spending all of your Stardust and candies, it's better to just catch a Pokemon that's further along on the CP gauge and then evolve it to replace the old one that you have. Unless the one that you have has really good attacks. This one happens to have both of the attacks that were nerfed in the last update, so it's not that great. But this one has a different base attack, which is still crappy. Oh wait, they have the same attacks, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, at least it has higher CP, much higher CP than the old one. So like you can see, this guy could be better, but he's still a high-end CP Pokemon. This Magikarp might make a decent Gyarados, but I would like to catch one that had higher CP before I do that, and I have a lot of candies to save up, so I'm going to have a lot of chance. This Ghastly would be a decent Haunter. This Psyduck would be a really good Golduck once I get 4 more candies for it. As opposed to this Nidoran, which will be a crappy Pokemon to evolve. I'm just going to transfer that for candy because its CP is really low.